That is some very orangey water. Yeah, you're right. Welcome back. I'm headed to town. I need to go to this one store. And there are a few spots. Some like this, just a puddle, because it hasn't rained in forever. Others, maybe a bigger puddle, because it hasn't rained in forever. But there's at least one spot I'm going to go to that is spring fed, so it should have a little bit of flow. And because of beavers on that system, there's that. Beaver ponds, right? Yeah, you're right. Welcome back to M Hood fishing. So, is it worth fishing this? Are you kidding me? No. But I could. Definitely could. I bet there's fish in it. I see fish. I see fish moving. They're little. But I know Texas law too. You can't fish on that side of the fence. You can only fish right here. So that's the biggest reason. There's a lot of reasons why this isn't worth wasting much more time on. This is, there's a pond behind me. So this is where, when there's more rain, more water, this is where it flows. When, yeah, because this is pretty much a part of its spillway. This is the only legal spot we could fish, because it's the only spot that's not private. And yeah, let's go. Looks like shit to me. But look at all that. You see it, it stops right there where that tree branch is. There's not enough water in there, so all this stuff is trapped here. And I don't want to be trapped here. Well, that wind is still flapping. We are definitely in town. We're on the edge of it, right? I had to make a decision. Go this way, or go this way on 80. This way is quieter. So I'm basically in town, right? But on the edge, like I just said. I'm right in front of the school, and right behind me is Smith Creek. See that? There's not much flow to it. This one is supposed to be spring fed. Comes out of Mineola Club Lake. I don't see any flow. This one you can find pickerel on. This is just a stop to let everything cool down, because the camera got super hot on the way here and was throwing SD card errors at me, and I was like, oh, it's about to overheat. Yeah, so it's hot. There's a lot of people in this town that have never seen me out and about filming, because they don't come out to the lake, and I don't come to town very much because of my brake issue. But here I am today, walking around town, sort of walking around the edges. I wanted to see what this creek looks like over here. It looks a little overgrown. There ain't much flow to it. I don't even see a reason to go on the other side of this barrier. However, I do see a reason to keep going. There's a lot of people in the world that just love to see you fail. They want you to fail. They're rooting for you to fail, right? It's true for me, and it's true for a lot of people. I am not here to fail, but I will struggle to be here. Keeping yourself happy and keeping your quality of life good is work. It's a struggle. And there's a lot of people that'd rather see you miserable, because it's funner to watch that shit. I've met a lot of people in my time, when something gets complicated, when it turns out to be work, they go in the other direction. They want nothing to do with it. The only thing they want something to do with is the couch. I got into town just fine, just safe. Got what I needed. Decided to do a U-ey and come back the way I came. I could have went down the backside out into the river bottoms. Decided I'd rather do this. I like riding through this town. It's pretty cool. Look at that big old boot. Well, this just doesn't look worth it. This is where Smith Creek goes across the corner of the golf course. Very low. Whoa. So I really needed to go to town just to get this one item, right? I had to ride the bike. Otherwise, I would have got a ride with someone. But look at that. You see how orange it is? Yeah, just not enough flow. We need some rain, what we need. It doesn't even look worth it. So it was worth coming to town to get what I needed, but fishing wise, no, doesn't look it at all. Yeah, so it's not like we're in some horrible drought right now. There are people who could argue with me about it, but it is maybe the beginning of one. And this is pretty overgrown. I don't know. This is how I get in. It's just not looking like it usually looks. So here it is, the hidden spot. If I could make a fortune off of documenting spots like this, yeah, I'd have a lot. I'd have a lot by now. But I mean, look at it. That's just so beautiful to me. Just the image itself. That might even be my thumbnail if there's nothing special here. One could argue that I've built a career on spots like this, though. A lot of people will tell me, and they've told me many times over the years, that they like this channel because I'll fish anywhere. I don't really care. It doesn't look good to me right now. It doesn't look healthy. It looks like iron brew that I don't want to sip. But okay, we'll take a dip. I don't mean a toe, I mean a hook. When it don't look worth it, but you fish anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna fish this anyway. I'm not gonna give it too much time, because there's another thing this spot is good for. As long as the golfers aren't super close. I gotta pee. Yeah, there's enough trees here. I gotta pee, man. Shoot, you don't know the half of it. I'm not gonna make you listen to the water falling, but I'm about to make some waterfall, and we're just gonna dip a bit of a worm to start. Just gonna put this down for a sec. Oh shoot, whatever. So much better. Might not be worth fishing, but it was worth something, and I've already gone past that. But I'm just gonna relax for a second, see if we can get a bite. This, oh yes, looky there. There have been pickerel at this spot, because there are pickerel in Smith Creek. Oh, okay. Because it does come out of a spring-fed lake, but don't seem to be much coming out of there right now. If there was a good flow, this would not be this color.
we could bang into a pickerel here, even though because of the time of year and the temperature, it's not likely. They would have, most pickerel are going to be, if they were ever on this stretch in winter, once it warmed up, they're going to be going towards deeper holes because they like colder water, and spring-fed lakes have a better temperature for pickerel than further down the creek, right? Well, one thing this spot does have is a lot of snags. Almost feel like just being a complete eggplant about this and just giving you a one fish video, because I'd kind of like to go somewhere better, but I'll give it 5 more minutes. Oh, I had a bite there. Interesting. Well, somebody is like, you're still an eggplant. It's not a one fish video now, but I still think you're an eggplant. There's always somebody that's going to call me some name, no matter what. It could be the best video I've ever shot, and they still gonna try and be some kind of genius of a troll, and most people don't really give a damn, except for the other ones that are trying to do the same thing. Just want to talk shit. And then there's the ones who think, you know, they're going to achieve the ultimate goal of making M. Hood move back to Louisiana by calling him a bad name. Doesn't work like that. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.